Hey guys, how are ya? It's me, Ria. Just got done Ria on the Run message, and on that live, I mentioned that I would be coming on at 11, but more like 11:30 for some 11:11 readings. So I'll just give it a minute, see if anyone wants to pop on as I get situated here. Need some more light. Hold on, I need some light, guys. It's dark out today. Just hopping on, guys, to do some 11:11 readings at 11:30-ish. Just got done a Ria on the Run message and just felt inspired to continue it, continue that stream, continue that frequency. So today's message, if you haven't watched it, it was about my Ria on the Run, was about just utilizing and taking advantage of all the gifts and opportunities to you available now. A lot of times we always want to wait or think we have this ideal situation or circumstance before we act on our path or do something we want to do. And we're always given everything that we need now. And it's up to us to just step into those gifts. And as you do, you use up that energy. And as you use up that energy and integrate it and process it and expand it, then you are given more. You're given more. And that in turn is raising your frequency to shift to that next reality that you're going to be utilizing that abundance available to you. A lot of times we think we got to move first, or we need a job, or get out of this relationship, or lose a few pounds, or gain a few pounds, or wait till the weather changes, or get more money. But we always have exactly what we need in the now that is being called for us. I mean, if there's something that you truly are not capable of doing in the now, it's because you're not supposed to. There's divine frequency, divine timing. Divine timing is aligning. Oh my God, that's really cool. So divine timing is aligning your frequency for that very thing that you are projecting into your future to experience. In the meantime, there's integrating and processing and transmuting. And so you might as well just sink into that moment of now, because that's all there is available. And it's the now moment and utilizing what is available to us now that we are actually going to expand and shift to that next experience. Hey, Leona Thacker, good to see you. Yes, great day here as well. I just got done a Ria on the Run. It's gray, but it's mild. Yeah, gray. Not rainy yet, but it certainly looks like it. Yeah. It will lift the fire ban. Oh, you guys got a fire ban and burn some trash. Yeah. Go back and watch Ria on the Run. I missed it. Thank you. Just waiting. If you don't mind sharing out, I just popped on. I didn't give any notice. And so, so this goes hand in hand with what that message was about. So as we utilize that energy, we're also expanding our frequency and our consciousness and our wisdom and our knowledge. And as we utilize the energy before us, then it moves and it's integrated, and that creates space for more energy. Just like I always say, the more I channel, the more I channel. The more I channel and share, then that next stream comes through me. And it's not any different than like when you're in school, you've got to get through one level or certain energies first. You got to learn the letters of the alphabet before you can write or journal or read. You got to learn what numbers are before you can add and subtract. So whatever is before us now, it's there as a gift to be utilized to take us to that next level, that next step, that next shift. So like always, as I'm running, and then I like to listen to my short videos back. It actually gives me energy. And then what it does is it activates and catalyzes more information to come through me. So as I was running home after my Ria on the Run, Spirit says to me, you guys all are just pretending not to be gods. You guys literally are pretending on this timeline not to be gods. You've created an experience where you're pretending not to encompass all of the energy, wisdom, love, and light that you are. And what else Spirit shared with me on that, pretending not to be gods, is in the pretending not to be gods, we are still, because we created it ahead of time, all of these opportunities, all of these pathways that we're to take. Well, these pathways allow us to integrate the light that we are aware of, the energy, the truths, the alignment that we've received, the wisdom, that alignment, that energy, the activations. Certain paths allow us to integrate them, and then the other paths are there transmuting or processing energies as well, transmuting anything that is keeping us from knowing the God source energy that we are. In that experience, we actually learn the very God source energy that we are. So we're transmuting it. And you guys are truly master light blasters as you allow yourself these paths. As we align and every path aligns us and brings us to now, it really then connects us to our God source energy to be experienced more fully. So all the other paths show us where unalignment is. And they're endless. We have free will while we're on earth as well. We have free will. So all of the paths will either be helping us illuminate and integrate and merge with more of our own light. And then other paths are there to show us those areas that are keeping us from the knowledge that we're a God, but it was still the very path that our soul chose to transmute, to process in order to come to the self-realization of the God that we are. You guys are master light blasters. All right, so today's readings I thought would be really fun to just say, what does God want to say to us? What does our God self want to say to us? What gifts might we be holding on to, or what energies are we processing? What is before us now? What does our God self want to say? Oops, and that's not the one. We're only pretending not to be God. So that part of us that is just there in the wings all the time, always present, always observing, always illuminating, regardless of where our headspace is, what does that God self want to share, project, which is really you? You are one with your higher self. Hey, Pam, thank you for joining. All right, so what I'm going to do is, if anyone wants to today, I will be delivering some messages for 11/11, if you feel inspired, as a love exchange. PayPal.me, Ria Verna. All right, so I'll stick that there in the chat. Hold on here. So it's about what, hold on here. What does our God self, what does our God self have to say about itself? What does our God self have to say about itself? All right. So that's kind of interesting. And if no one does do a donation or want a personal, I'll do a collective for us, but I'll just give it a few minutes for some other people to come on. Real quick, Caleb, did you want me to go with you today? No. Okay, because I can have Bob pick up me first. All right. All righty. So what does our God self have to say about itself? We as humans would like a little explanation sometimes, a little insight. Leona, so what I'm holding back from myself makes sense. Maybe cleaning the garage. Oh my God. I love your insight, Leona. Maybe cleaning the garage will clean the cobwebs from my mind so I can see better what I need to know. Leona, yes, that is just a perfect demonstration of when we don't fight or resist that guidance, that God self, or dismiss it, or make excuses for it, or say, maybe later, or, oh, not quite ready to hear that yet, higher self. Yeah, so this is a good example of that. You've opened up and you're allowing communication with the self that you are. And everything in the physical is is not coincidence. It holds an energy within us. And you even have the power to infuse that action of cleaning out your garage to represent simultaneously the cleaning out of the cobwebs in the mind. And that's another thing I shared this morning is we as God self energies have the power to label, to define old meanings and old labels to things. Like this morning, I was using the example of being stuck. Like when we feel we can't move or do what we want to do, or we're in that pause. Well, that stuckness is really an opportunity that is aligning us to a greater realization and self-awareness. That stuckness is a pause that is giving us space to realign us for our next step. It's not being stuck. Being stuck is actually then equal to moving forward. It's just the pause before we move forward. Thank you, Leona. That is awesome. Okay, it says I saw PayPal go up, so someone let me know if they made a donation. I saw something. It doesn't say who. Oh my God, that is so good. So yeah, so as we clean, we can allow that movement of energy to be applied to us energetically because there is no separation as within as without. But we can either allow that energy to work for us or against us. So for us, like Leona's, I wanted to call you Liana, the little Saint Bernard angel guardian there that we have. Leona's example is perfect. She's allowing that mindset to work for us, and it's actually infusing her with the energy to get and motivate her to get it done. Or she could have took that same thing and say, oh, it's cold, it's wet, it's damp. I really don't want to tackle that right now. And I rather just like wait for a better moment. And what you're doing is, kind of resisting the opening. It's an opening that you are actually creating, and there's no right or wrong. It's all working for you to your advantage. But also, like, even those, and that could create a feeling of being stuck and not being able to move forward, but you're creating that. You're creating the stuckness, just like they say in the Eight of Swords card. Is it the swords? Yeah, where you're all like, you're in your own prison, but you have through your own mind the capability to get out of it. But while you're in it, it's serving you because it's teaching you things. And eventually you're going to get sick of that shit and you are going to move out of it. But yeah, I love that. So we always have the power to keep us in it or out of it. But even when we feel we don't have any power, there's something in that moment to utilize for ourselves. There's a gift. Even if it's to just go in and meditate, even if it's providing a contrast of what we don't want, we can take any scenario in life and make it work for us. Everything has that capacity because you are God. You are God. Oh, you're sending a donation. All right. Let me know, Leona, if there is any. Hey, Conchetta, thank you for joining. Let me know, Leona, if there is anything specific or if you just want to see what your God self has to say about itself. What does Leona's God self have to say about itself? I love that. You got God, you have carte blanche, bring forth. And Leona and everybody who's here now or later, thank you so much for being here. You guys are all holding space and aspects for one another for our illumination. Your experience helps yourself, but it also helps the whole because we all are going to be able to relate in some way, shape, or form where it's also helping us. Okay. All right. 1 second. Can you just text Bob and ask him if he is picking up Drasana, because then I'll have him pick up Mythos as well. But I'll get back to him. Okay. Sorry about that. All right. Thank you for sharing, Conchetta. All right. So, Leona. Whoops. So, this is what the messages are about. What does God's self have to say about itself? Because we came pretending not to be the gods that we are. We're so funny, aren't we? We came pretending we're not powerful, pretending that we're limited. We're limitless, pretending to be limited is what Spirit is saying. All right, Leona. Okay, I didn't see anything. Whatever comes through. Okay. Leona, I see lots of purple. Lots of activations, lots of connection in the spiritual seventh chakra, lots of opening. May Leona's higher self, a piece of her, come through me clear so that she may receive what she needs to receive for her highest good, her highest abundance, her highest truth, her highest alignment. Allowing is aligning. Your spirit, higher self, is immediately saying to you, my dear one, this is your God self speaking. They're talking kind of with a sense of humor, Leona. This is your God self speaking. Aligning. As you allow, allowing is aligning. Know what you don't need. What you don't have is what you don't need. What is before you is all that you can handle. They're laughing now. They're making a joke. They're going like your God self is saying, what you got before you is all you can handle anyway, sister. All right. Pull some cards. They said pull some cards. I like your higher self. They got a good sense of humor. They're kind of matter of fact. They're I love it. Oh, they have me pull some galactic. All right. So I'm gonna pull I'll just pull a few insight cards on that. One step at a time, they're saying. One step at a time. When you're feeling overwhelmed, Leona, one step at a time. Put one step in front of the other. Isn't that it's one of the Christmas cartoons that Mythos watches, but there's this little song in the cartoons, and it's like one step in front of the other. Place one step, and then as you take one step, then the next step is perfect. The next step is perfect. But they're saying every step is taken in the now moment. In the now moment. What is before you now? What is in your forefront before you now that you can utilize or move or shift or change? It's all for you, created by you. So when you're feeling overwhelmed, for example, as you tackle your garage, take the breath in. What is before you now? The first thing you see, you can do something with it right there and now. Donate it, keep it, organize it, give it away. They're also saying to give some things away, donate some things that you don't need to keep some of your stuff, they're saying as well. Don't need to keep all your stuff. You clear space. When we clear space in the physical, spirit is saying it is like clearing space energetically as well. They work in symbiosis. So as you clear space, you make room for, you could say new objects, but new energy, new thought forms to come through. Oh, yeah, I can feel that. I love your higher self, Leona. And I specifically was asking, higher self, come through. And I just love the sense of humor. They're very real. I'm feeling that you have had many lifetimes on Earth, or everything is in the now, but there's many timelines where you've got that sense of humor, and you understand at a deeper level the lightness of it as well. You've learned through many lifetimes. Spirit is saying not to take things so seriously. Spirit is specifically saying that for you. You've learned not to take things so seriously. You had to. I love it. Yeah, you're an old soul. And we're all God source energy, but some of the souls, we're all like old in the sense of spirit, but some souls have chosen to take more experiences in the physical. One more. Let's do a life purpose. I don't know. They're having me pull a few out here. I'm going to touch upon all of them. We'll see if they connect. I love it. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, I had a call. I just silenced it. All right. So specifically, well, this makes a lot of sense. This is the color I was immediately feeling around you, Leona, when I was tuning into your energy. And it was like this purple stream was coming down through me, which to me is representative of your higher self, of you communion with your higher self. And what Spirit is saying right now, your higher self is saying sometimes that you discount them, your higher self, which is you, as maybe logic. Like sometimes you'll banter back and forth in your mind. Is it your higher self? Is it your guidance, or is it your voice? Is it the human ego? And what Spirit is saying, it is the higher self. It is. And even the ego is part of who you are. The ego gives you an opportunity and challenges you to connect to the higher frequency of the limiting ego. But there are times you're hearing this high frequency guidance, and you might be you challenge it sometimes, and they're just saying allow it. And even if it is your ego and you followed your ego's voice, which is still one with us, it's just the lower frequency understanding of it. It's still part of higher self. It's still part of you. There's something for you to gain for that as well. There's expansion for you to gain from it as well. So there's something about you maybe questioning yourself or doubting or doubting you receiving the fullness of your guidance. And they're saying, yes, you hear all the time. All right, so what's this say? Leona, your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for your healing energy. So I don't know if you feel connected to gemstones and crystals, but that can act as a tool, as that visual for you expanding. Leona, a friend told me that I have gone around this teacup handle 500 times. I don't just fall into the cup. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Yeah, so maybe this time you decided to go a little deeper into the cup. You know what I mean? Like, so going around, meaning the circle and the handle, but falling into it also can really mean merging with some of the denser things and working through them, which actually creates greater depth for the spirit as well. Greater depth, experience, wisdom, knowledge, and the self for all other timelines, because everything truly is happening now. So even the 500 times they show me actually now it's yeah, she's gone around. They're showing me you swirling around actually the top of the teacup, but leaving like a coffee stain, kind of leaving like a coffee or tea stain. They're showing me the teacup visualization and they're going around and yeah, and they said, yeah, she's left a few stains, but they're laughing. They're making fun of it. I do use gems and crystals. I collect them and wear them every day. Yeah. So this is just probably affirmation and confirmation that this is truly your higher self coming through to you, and just affirming that as a tool for you as well. And it is part of your soul's journey, and you really connect to those high frequencies to help anchor you, they're saying, and to help catalyze you. That's a way that you utilize your energies available to you now, they're saying. Good job, Leona. Good job, self. Oops, it's falling out. All right, so then we got live in the moment. That goes along with the collective, that goes truly along with the message that was coming through intuitively, and it goes along with the Ria of the Run message, or the message that I gave to the collective in the moment. So cheer up, live in the moment. So that is about utilizing the energy of the now, trusting in the energy that you are receiving from your higher self. You can make no mistakes, Leona. You can make no mistakes. You should have learned about that already with all the stains that you've left. There are no mistakes. There are no mistakes. It is, they're saying the stains have added character to the cup. Now they're almost showing me like you're the cup. They're almost showing me like you're the teacup. The stains have added character. All right. I love it. Boy, she's a wisecracker. I got to tell you, cheer up, live in the moment. So just finding the joys in the now and utilizing the energies available to you now. So like today, you use that whole example of cleaning out your garage. You could wait till springtime. You could wait to a normal day, but actually working through those energies, they're saying, are actually going to help cheer you up, because as you move energy, you release the density, and you allow those higher frequencies to come forth. It also gives you an opportunity to connect to the objects in the garage, they're saying. And those objects, it's not so much even the object, it's the memory behind the object. So you're going to be doing some clearing, literally, energetically, they're saying, not just in the motion, however you are there, but also as you connect to the emotional energies or attachments or rememberings or memories of those objects. You're going to be clearing, transcending, transmuting, and processing energies as well, and integrating. And that's going to help to cheer you up. So the work is actually going to help cheer you up. And you are definitely being divinely guided. And as you move those energies, yeah, it's not even just the motion of the entire body. It's almost like the drop. You know how where the drop of the ocean contains all the information in the ocean. So the overall big action of what you're doing in the moment is aiding you. And also it is the little micro and the macro, the individual objects are also, believe it or not, and I can feel it in my heart space, are going to be clearing and processing energies of even those objects. So cheer up, live in the moment. All you have is the now. A little bit of reflecting going on, a little bit of emotional, and you could be feeling that like dark, dreary day weather. And that's okay, because that is also there to serve you. That dark, dreary day weather, gives you a moment to reflect, to introspect, but allow your thoughts, allow yourself to extract from those emotions, feelings, and those thoughts. Allow yourself to define what they are. Not the label, not the sky. You define all of those emotions and feelings that you're experiencing. They want you to empower yourself in the process. Empower yourself in the process. I've left a few stains, but the colors are pretty. Yes, they are pretty. Absolutely. They were joking, Leona. They were joking. All I saw around you was lots of purple. And then obviously very intuitive, very connected, very open psychically, and see beyond the current situation. So both of these colors, the purple and the blue, looking like this, is showing that you're a seer. You've experienced mystical lives. Let me just shut that little robot vacuum off. Oh, okay, there we go. It's kind of loud. So this is from the ancient ancestors, and this is one of the energies really, really supporting you seeing. You can see without seeing. You can see without looking. You can see without your eyes. So trusting your intuition, trusting that Christ consciousness flow. Lots of purple around you. I don't know if you've ever had your auras done, but I'm just feeling lots of like indigo and purples. So they're saying, and what is aiding you and supporting you right now is you are able to see without seeing. As you work through the energies, things are happening within you in your mind's eye. They are revealing information to you. What's it say? See beyond the current situation. And I think that is exactly what you're doing. See beyond any of your current situations. If they don't bring forth a good feeling, allow it, recognize it. But how can you be the alchemizer in that? How can you change that into the light that it was originally created in? Our natural state as that God self that we pretend we're not is peace. It is happy. It is elation. It is joyous. Anything other than that is just a little filter that you came to experience in order to transmute, to bring you to the physical knowledge of your God self energy. If we were just in spirit, everything would be all fine and dandy, but we came for the experience. We came to infuse our physicality, express our spirituality in physical form, and physical is so dense. So you truly are a warrior of light, a master, because in order to do that, it takes great strength, courage, wisdom, trust, faith, connection to de-densify the physical experience through the merging of the spirituality part of you. The God self that you are is merging with your physical. So you can see beyond the limiting. You know the higher reasons. You understand and connect to the higher energies of limiting circumstances. So what they're saying is you're opening up to the limitless part of you, even within the limitations. So the limitless part of you is opened up even within the limitations, and it's the limitations that are the very thing that are activating and catalyzing the remembering in the light, in the codes within you. And last but not least, focus of attraction, Orion light. So you are also drawing upon a future timeline of the Orion light, the future, which is force of attraction. To me, that looks like an opening. It looks like catalyzing of energies. It looks like activating through your own, looks like this area and this area working collectively. There's a merging going on of the mind and the thoughts, and they're the very thing working within that inner being, that divine trust, knowledge, wisdom, confidence, power within you. It's all being like activated. Let me just read that because I'm not good with these cards. I don't know these well. So I'm just going to read that really quick, but that is also the timeline that is freely open, available to you now. It is a future timeline of Orion, however you pronounce it, as soon as I can find it. Where is it? Hold on here, guys. Galactic. I've got so many books thrown around here. If you have questions too as I'm speaking, write them down. If you need clarification, Leona. 106, Orion light. So the natural state of existence is balance. Yes. Granny taught me that just because I see it doesn't mean that I should accept it, use my heart and know, oh my God, and your granny is here. I mean, I'm sure you feel, I can feel the tingles in my arms Did she have beautiful hugs? I'm just feeling she had beautiful hugs. So I'm feeling all the tingles in my upper arm. Like when you hug somebody, I'm feeling she gave you really beautiful hugs, and she is with you, and she still continues to hug you if she's passed on. The natural state of existence is balance. It takes more energy to sustain a state of imbalance than to surrender. Is that not the truth? It's like when we're holding resistance, it takes a lot of energy. If you just surrender, say, I surrender, I let go, then you can just flow with it. This is so true. Thank you for holding space for this message, Leona. Oh, there goes the train, hopping the momentum of the train. Get in there. Imagine trying to freaking ass stop a train, getting in the tracks and trying to hold it back. You wouldn't do it. Zoom. You'd be dead. Warm healing hugs. Definitely, I feel that. And again, whenever I focus on her, then that whole tingle happens in that area. So she's here now, and she's really happy that you remember her teaching you that. She's happy. You make her happy. It Not that you're not happy in spirit if she's in spirit, but you know. It takes more energy to sustain a state of imbalance than to surrender. Balance is a state of integration where all parts of the self are aligned at one. The Orion light represents this integrated state. There is a force of attraction that guides us back to this state. It can be felt on subtle levels. We can tune into this force when we are silent and empty. This card asks you move to your next level of growth by, oh my God, Leona, emptying yourself. Does that not have something to do with the whole garage thing as well? And in meditation, often a meditation, but obviously the physical action as well. Learn to feel the subtle force of attraction that guides you to a state of ultimate balance within you. That's beautiful. So it is about emptying yourself, releasing, surrendering, being fine-tuned to those little feelings and nudges where you're resisting. I can feel it amongst myself. Like if I go to communicate with someone and if we have an old track cycle of communicating, but there's always like they don't merge and meld, and I can automatically, just through past experiences, put me into a state where I'm a little resistant, I'm a little guarded, I'm a little defensive energetically, maybe even not with my words. It's just a state of being. And there could be those incidences as well in your life, those really subtle energies where you might be resisting, and they're just saying release. And sometimes we want to replay or the circles of even relationships where you're so used to traveling a certain thought form, experience, communication, engagement with somebody, that sometimes we automatically assume or expect that same cycle. And they're saying this timeline, you have come to end that cycle. That could also relate to that teacup analogy. You've come to end a certain replay of energies with certain individuals or people or experiences or thought forms. You've been there, done that. You've been there, done that. So how you change it up is you take that pause, you take that step, and they're saying just recognizing those little bits of where your energy might be in defense mode, and it's very light. It's almost indistinguishable unless you are in tune to your own body and energy, because we are not the same person in this timeline. They're not the same person in every moment to moment to moment. They are different. We are different. But what changes it the most is your own thought of it. So you have gone through enough, or you have ascended and raised frequency enough on this specific timeline as Leona to recognize that and have the wisdom and the knowledge that you have the power through your reaction or non-reaction, through your labels or definitions. You change that engagement. You change that cycle through defining what you want to see. So you can see, meaning you can create a new reality, not based on what has been written before, but writing it anew, creating your own definition, creating your own experience of it from a different frequency changes that cycle. even like thinking you're going to come together with someone and maybe you're a little bit at odds, maybe you don't merge perfectly, just softening your energy, seeing that light and that light communing back and forth. You have the power. You have the power to change the scene through your unseen connection. You get a lot of, you're very sensitive. You feel the subtle energies, and in the subtle energies, the energies before the creation, you're able to apply your power to change the outcome and the reflection of what is seen. Hopefully that makes sense, Leona. 5 generations of stuff in the garage. Oh, holy shit. Definitely needing to purge the emotions with objects. Let it go. Yeah. And it's not, yeah. And it's the objects that are holding all of the emotions of all of those generations. Oh my God. I wish I could do that with you. I literally wish. I find it fascinating. Old pictures, old stuff. There's something in it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. Like even in an antique store, or you go to one of those places selling antique stuff and you see these old pictures of real people or old houses, there's something about it that fascinates me, the energy of that moment of now. Just something about it. I love that. But yeah, it's going to be awesome for you, Leona. And even things that bring about, say something, an object holds an unpleasant memory or makes you feel a little whatever, that is going to be a time for you to infuse that object with a higher awareness of that experience or what that object holds, You are, is this your last, have you been told this is your last incarnation and last life as well? I'm almost feeling like it's your last ride on the teacup. I'm feeling like they're saying it's your last ride on the teacup. So it gives you an opportunity, because you feel, to heal ancestral energies and to infuse them and to love them as well. Gratitude and thankfulness for all of it. But it also gives you an opportunity to infuse something with a higher awareness energy as you're going through stuff. Your take on it changes it. They're saying. All right, beautiful. Your granny's going to be there with you as well as you're going through all that stuff. Very beautiful. And they're even saying, as I'm looking at your comments, your crystals and gemstones, whatever connects to your heart space the most, they're saying even put it in your cleavage as you're going through it. It helps to bring forth a higher awareness and frequencies that are going to release certain things as you're going through it, purging of emotions. Like a lot of times when I do readings, I'll stick a little like crystal in my sports bra just to, as a tool, because tools, we're physical beings and the tools aid us in just bringing and holding space. We don't need them per se, and there's no energy outside of us. But because we're physical, we like that visual marker. We like the sensation. We like the physical. That's why we're here. So embrace it. So they're saying to even maybe take one of those crystals with you. All right, Leona. Yes, I've been told that I get to move out of this. Yeah, you get to move out of this. This is, yeah, you're wrapping it up. It's totally up to you and it's totally free will. Spirit is also saying, but the trajectory, and even before you came, it's almost like you said, this is it. This is my last time. This is it. They're showing your higher self saying, all right, this is it. This is it. Hey, Lisa Petronello. I wear tiger's eye. Okay, awesome. Maybe add something to that when you go through the garage, you're saying. Maybe something else as well. Beautiful reading. Thank you for that, Leona. And thank you for your donation. All right. So I'm doing readings today, guys. That was sort of at 11:30, 11:11 readings. And just, I did a Ria on the run. And then when I channel, then more stuff comes through. And kind of the message was, as I was running back, is you guys are all just pretending not to be God. And then I'm like, well, that'd be cool. Then what does God want? What does our God self got to say for itself? So the readings are kind of like, what does your God self got to say? And it's not separate from you. It never is. We're just pretending. We're pretending not to be powerful. We are limitless, pretending to be limited. and just that the readings are about our God self. What does it got to say? Or whatever else wants to come through. Okay, guys. So if you made a donation, let me know. And if no one makes any donations, I will pull a few quickies for those that have shared out. Just a real quickie. Thank you, Leona. You're a joy. You're a joy. You're a joy. Your energy is beautiful. I don't even want to say your higher self is a joy. It is all of you because you are your higher self. We pretend not to be. Just going through some of these. So get cleaning today. Hey, Presh, thank you for joining. I think someone said they shared out. If you guys shared out, want a quickie, let me know. If you make a donation of 1111, let me know, and I'll give you a more thorough reading like Leona just had. But sometimes, you know, we get what we need just from the other people's readings, and so we thank each other for all being here. Hey, Frank, good to see you. Good to you. Will my roommate, Jody, find a job soon? Oh, Charity, thank you for donating, Charity. Everything's divine timing, Frank. So, and I know that's not always the answer we want. Whenever we want an answer is because we're a little bit worried or we're not totally settled and aligned to our heart space. But again, that's up to her free will and her soul unraveling to her experience. But it's all divine timing. Yes, she will find a job soon. What is soon in divine timing? I just want to touch on this real quick because I don't want to just dismiss it either. Will Frank Good Hughes roommate Jody find a job soon in whatever that soon is? But there really is no linear time. It's all just matching the frequency. And what they're saying right now is Jody is actually calibrating. She's calibrating some energy that is fine tuning her for her next step. She's clearing some energy within her so that she can resonate to that next step. So the more she puts herself in an allowing state, the quicker. There really is no quick. It's shifting of energy to the reality that we're matching. So it's tricky. I'm trying to work with the physical part and what spirit is bringing through because we are physical and we want our concrete answers. So she is actually clearing some energy to match that new job. In your timeline, let me just ask for a simple yes or no. In Frank's idea of soon and what soon is, but again, there's always free will for Jody. Soon, I don't know what you mean by soon. I'm getting a circle. So circle is, it's not yet determined. Like for me, when I go back and forth, that's a yes. If this is a no, it's almost like they're saying yes and no. They're not giving me a straight out answer. But she is working with some energies within her that she is clearing and processing and opening up to be resonant with that next job. And the advice is the more she flows, doesn't get into worried or projecting in you as well. The best thing they're saying you can do, Frank, is imagine her fulfilled and happy in her job with no expectations or no details. Just imagine her matching her frequency. So, and the way I do it is I just imagine the person's heart illuminating the sun in their body. Looks like the whole sun cross. This is what I imagine when I pray for people. This is the state I imagine them in because my mind doesn't know the details. I just imagine them fulfilled, happy, and balanced. So imagine her in that state, and that aids her. So not projecting into the future actually slows things down. Getting in a worried state slows things down. It's aligning to the heart and just surrendering and allowing will get her there quicker. Sorry, I couldn't give you a definite answer. All right, so someone, hey Tina, good to see you. I shared to two groups. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, Charity, any particular question, Charity? Lay? However you pronounce your last name, I'm sorry if I'm doing it wrong. Today is going to be a great day. Yes, it is, Leona. This is a beautiful life for you, especially if it's your last one on earth. All right. Thank you, Conchetta, for sharing. All right. So Charity donated. Thank you so much. Unless you say if you have a specific question, we are just bringing forth what does our higher self have to say for itself? And we're already our higher self. It's just bringing something with more clarity forward that our limiting ego mind might like to shoot. All right, Charity. All right, Charity. All right, Charity. What needs to come through? Yeah, and that's beautiful. Just you being open. What resonates, it'll come through. Feeling a lot of yellow around you, feeling a lot of growth, joy coming. If you're not already joyous state, open, happy, cheerful. Just more joy. Definitely entering a place of greater clarity. They're showing me the yellow, that yellow heart space, but then it's changing to like more of a white, that white yellow. Just they're showing me that. So lots of heart opening. You entering the state of allowing. The allowing, in allowing you align, they're saying. Aligning and allowing are one and the same. But they're showing me you opening up to this greater state of joy and peace. My son Mythos is his favorite color is yellow. Everything he colors, it's yellow. He only wears yellow Crocs. Yellow, 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 yellow. And he is easygoing. He's always in the moment. He's always usually helpful. Happy, I mean. He is a teenager, and we do have those human characteristics. But yeah, so yellow, beautiful. Maybe something coming forth in the springtime. You also bringing birth and new beginnings. It's going to be fruitious. It's going to be happy. It's going to be abundant. Let's see what comes through. Sweet. I feel your higher self as sweet energy. Just sweet, happy, sweet. You most likely love the sun and like basking in the sun. I know you can say, well, who doesn't? But I'm feeling a lot of sun energy for you. Sharing, yeah, you're very, you like to share. I feel you're very open, sharing, trusting. You're very trusting. The sweet soul. They're saying sweet soul. They're going, yeah, she's a sweet soul, meaning you, talking about yourself. She's a sweet soul. All right, I like doing the galactics. They're fun. Let's just see what comes through with the galactic card. What are these come through? Oh, too many cards there. Let me stick these on. All right. Sweet soul. Okay, let's see here. Buttercups. You like buttercup flowers? Those little pale buttercup flowers you get in like June? They used to be like one of my favorites. I get off the school bus and I pick buttercups at the end of the school year with that anticipation of the end of the school year. I don't know. Are you ending a cycle right now and anticipating something new? Are you anticipating something new? If you are and you're wondering about that, that is very joyous. They're saying joy, joy, joy. Just allow, and I just feel it's nice. It's peaceful. It's level. It's not rushed. It's not hyper energy. It's just nice flow. All right. So I did pull an angel and ancestors because I like to know that your higher self is part, connected to those timelines, and obviously you are one with your higher self. Ancestors are really coming forth for you now. And I got lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. That's exactly what I was feeling intuitively. So you might have been working towards something. You're allowing, and whatever it is that you've gone through, you're going to get the fruit of your labor, the fruit of your effort. And it's not that things have to be really hard, they're saying, for you. Just through your stating, allowing, and going with the flow, you reap the rewards of that state of being even. But the green here also representing growth. And if you are working on something specifically, Okay, let me just see what you said here. They are beautiful, trying to make changes, leaving chaos and death behind. You absolutely are. And they're just saying, allow it to leave you. Don't try so hard, they're saying, Charity. Allow it to leave you as you move forward. It's going to leave you with every step forward you take towards leaving it. So enjoy growth and reap the rewards. Star, to me, in that apple, the apple seeds looking like a star, to me is you reaching for your dreams, connecting to your dreams, connecting in meditation too. Meditation, I think, is important for you right now as you're leaving an old cycle, leaving death and leaving that behind, connecting to your dreams. And that means meditation, allowing your dreams to speak, but also visualizing through the feeling of what you want your new life to look like, and just imagining that peace and that joy, things not being chaotic and hard. So you're moving out of chaos into this more sense of fulfilling, and dreams do come true, and connecting to that. And the visualization that I saw was kind of like that whitish of the apple, and it was a circle. I didn't see the star part, but then it was illuminated in yellow. So this symbolizes the visualization I was getting for you. So yes, don't be afraid to dream. Allow yourself to leave the chaos as you move forward. And it is important for you to have quiet time to meditate and to connect to those parts of you that are guiding you, that the chaos sometimes in the facts of reality might keep us from. So having that time to connect to your dreams in that inner state of calm. Earth Guardian. Boy, both of these wicked green and earthy, angels and ancestors. So the lady is supporting you now. The lady is nurturing, tuition, motherly. I'm going to read that in a second. And then the other angels and ancestors, meaning other timelines that are supporting you now, Charity, Earth Guardians, stay rooted and grounded. So connecting to your heart space, connecting to your heart through meditation. Your angels and your guides and your higher self is always communicating in your heart. So again, going to those places where you can be quiet and listen to your own and connect to your own heart energy, that is rooting and grounding you to your physical. I don't know if you write a lot. So your life purpose card is author. I don't know if you write a lot or read a lot, but you have a story to tell, and journaling down your dreams as well. Also journaling your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations, the life that you see yourself living. Writing it down is going to help to ground that energy into the physical, helps it to manifest. Unicorn, invite serendipity. So magic, allowing that to come, allowing the synchronicities to work for you. Creativity, going with the magic, going with the child within, going with the synchronicities. I'm going to read serendipity because I don't think I'm necessarily channeling that one well. And the whale, wow. So the galactic energy that is most supporting you right now is the parallel reality. So there's a parallel reality where this energy, which is shamanic journey, is really, really aiding you. And that is the whale. And the whale holds the depths. It lives in the depths of the ocean, which means it's very, very deep. You have had to go through a lot of hard experiences to gain a lot of depth, to clear a lot of emotional heritage, they're saying, ancestry. So a lot of times we pick, as a human, your higher self is saying, to enter these situations and experiences in life where it really causes us to go within, and it gives us a lot of depth. And that's why spirit chooses to go into being human, is because they gain so much depth. In our lives, depending on the life we choose, we gain so much depth that makes us who we are. So leaving that in order to enter the abundant emotions, the joy, the harmony, the peace, the balance. And a whale anchors that energy into the earth. The whales are guardians in themselves of the depths of our emotion, our feelings. That holds space for our emotions. So I'm feeling you're very, very emotional, and holding that and clearing that and taking that to the next part of your journey, the depth, wisdom, and knowledge gained. Wow, you got some depth going on here. So real quick, I'm going to just touch on that lightly. Looking for that galactic card again. What'd I do with it? My little book. Hold on here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to read. Okay. Everything just seems to be disappearing. All right, mystical wisdom. Mystical wisdom. We're going to read the unicorn one really quick. Maybe you connect to the unicorns, the fairy realm. So this right here, this card here, your higher self's encouraging you. Mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. It is fierce and protective, yet admirable. The unicorn is a symbol of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. This card represents good luck, unexpected and favorable discoveries. Expect magic to happen. I accept and invite magic. So if you've gone through a lot of chaos and death behind you, it's time for you to enter that magical realm. You've had enough density. You've gone through a lot of transformation, and to invite magic, but most of all, to trust the magic and synchronicities happening in your life. Journaling, I think, is very, very important, to write down your dreams, the state of being you see yourself in as you live the joy. Your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, what you want, writing them down. Lisa Pachinello, you should do a class on that if you're still there. And wisdom, I'm just finding one more here. What the heck do I do with my decks? All right, real quick. I wanted to just read the lady real quick for you. They said read the lady. Hold on here. Lady. So the lady card here, I'm feeling is very prominent for you. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. So again, these are all going together, showing you new times, joyous times, expecting good luck, abundance, fortune, rewards. Reap what you have sown and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Grow and expand in all areas of your life. The lady is also known as the Empress. Fulfillment, giving and receiving in equilibrium, following your tuition, being full of abundance, having everything available before you now that you need. Creative. She's closely connected to nature. And it's funny, you got two nature cards. You got this one, and then you got the Earth Guardian. She represents maternal energy, has more than enough of love to give around. She also represents the goddess of Venus. So great love, rich relationships coming for you, love, just fulfillment, lots of fulfillment, and not just receiving, but giving and being in that energy. All right, one more here. Let me see, do I have that one? Hold on here. I had it. What did I do with it? All right, last one. I'm just going to read you the whale. I just want to give you a little bit, the parallel reality that is coexisting now most closely to your experience is the cetacean whale 90. And what it says is shamanic journey. Shamans teach us to navigate through our deepest unconscious in order to confront our shadows, release stagnant beliefs and habits, creating profound transformation. You have undergone huge transformation. Yeah, I can see that nature is your healer. Same with me. Like it just activates, aligns me, balances. It will draw out literally any energies that are not serving you. So yeah, it's affirming that then for you, Charity. Whale consciousness, which is connecting to Sirius, is shamanic in nature. When we work with it, we must look in the mirror and see the false self. Whales are providing this service on a large scale for Earth at this time, but in a subtle way, and mostly through dreams. Again, you got the dream state as well, where I said connecting to your dreams and the meditation, and for you, probably going outside and just quieting the mind, and you most likely are going to receive intuitive messages. Empress too, the lady, also representing that connection to Mother Earth as well. The lady, the Empress, Mother Earth, they're all interconnected. Whales are providing this service on a large scale for Earth, but in very subtle ways and mostly through dreams. If you've pulled this card, it is because you have a connection with whale consciousness now or in the past, and it is calling you once again. So whale consciousness, you're connected to Sirius, represents group consciousness. Each whale is actually a group unified field, like a group of souls that swim in deep waters of an earth is a symbol of a deep consciousness. So they're saying you within yourself hold a collective consciousness within you, and you're transforming what you go through and are transforming, integrating, and processing. As you're going through this huge change, you are affecting the collective. You are igniting and activating a collective, all of the collective lives within you. It's just healing and aligning deep unconscious energies, a unified existence beyond our limited lives as humans. Whales were the first group of species that humans encountered before we became galactic species. As humans adjust to the whale consciousness and open themselves up for what it represents, we prepare ourselves to acknowledge our own true state of unity. Earth is going through a powerful transition in consciousness now. Whale consciousness guides us through this transition from fragmentation to unity and oneness. So taking all the fragmented parts of you, all the areas that you felt separate, you're integrating so much energy, Charity. And I would even call upon the whale energy in meditation, connecting to it and reading on it as well, and maybe writing down what you're receiving. So huge transformation, lots of abundance, connecting in meditation. There's much deep, deep work going on within you. And as you allowed yourself to enter deep areas in your physical life, that has connected you to that deep unconscious energy that you would not have unless you went through what you went through. You're an empress, you're a lady, you're Mother Earth in a human. Hopefully that helped you out, Charity, gave you some insight. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I'm feeling you have a lot of natural healing abilities as well, Charity. I don't know if you work with energies, act as a healer, but you definitely are being called to healing work in whatever way, shape, or form that is, whether it's just helping friends out or whatever. Because of what you've been through and because of what you're embodying, you're able to connect to a lot of people and help and heal and align them because you hold that healed energy of alignment and peace within you. Then you're able to reflect and hold that space for others. All right. Thank you, Charity. Leona says, from a tiny seed, a great nourishing tree can grow. Absolutely. All right. All right. I'm going to do I'll just do a couple sherry outers. Unless someone donates, they'll get a more thorough if you make a donation, 1111. Otherwise, I will just pull a couple shared out. If you have a specific question, let me know. Not that you'll get the answer you want, but you'll get an answer. As humans, we're really, really, really learning to trust and be in the moment. And in the past, we have always wanted more specific, detailed answers. And psychics in general, or those working with the energy, are not able to pinpoint that every moment is unto itself. So as we become more aligned to our heart space, we really are in the now, and it's hard to even project out of the now, but we come to a place where we are allowing the trust, our groundedness in the now, our focused awareness in the now. And the more we do that, we don't even worry about the future because the now moment takes care of that. The now takes care of all moments. Things are always changing, merging, fluctuating so quickly because we are shifting in consciousness so quickly that you can't even really pinpoint. You can't pinpoint it. It's weird. You can't pinpoint it because everything is now. And it's in the now that we're shifting so quickly, which creates the future now. So it's about just surrendering and entering the flow. Surrendering and entering the flow. That's what Spirit is saying. All right. What are these cards? All right. So I'm going to just do a couple Sherry outers. Just trying to get my things together here. I got everything all over the place. Where are those gone now? There they are. These, where do these go? All right. All right, Conchetta, thank you for sharing out. Thank you so much again, Charity. Thank you, Leona, for your donations. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. You guys are the ones creating this message through your collective collaboration of light that you're shining. Thank you for joining, Tina. Do I have two decks here? Am I like shuffling two decks at once? No, it's just a huge deck. All right. All right, Conchetta. What does Conchetta need to hear? What does Conchetta's higher self have to say? Vision, Aphrodite. Beautiful. To me, this is coming into greater clarity and awareness to something that has been unconscious. You're bringing that forth. You're becoming one with the unconscious. I'm just feeling great clarity being brought forth right now for you. Real quick here. So let's see what it says. Hold on here. I'm just going to see what it says. What number is that? 8. So abundance. That is allowing the dark and the shadows to work with the light, which is ultimate abundance. The balance, when we bring forth the dark and the light, the opposing forces, contrast, polarities to work in unison, as we allow the dark to bring us to clarity, that truly brings abundance, because that is the emergence of the spiritual and the physical, of the yin and the yang, of the positive, of the masculine and the feminine. So to me, this is just saying you're coming to a place of clarity where you've allowed your shadows to work. They've brought you to the light, and it's putting you in a place of abundance where there is no differentiation between the polarities, the contrast, the opposing forces. That's what creates true abundance. It's all working together as one without separation. When you choose this symbol, it means that no matter what you lose in your, whatever you lose in your life, something better will replace it. Well, that's good news, Conchetta. One day in my house of night, there will be a young, beautiful vampire who will lose her mark, but gain great vision into her future, into the future. Even if the loss feels devastating at the moment, you have so much to gain, Conchetta. If your questions about the future, choose another card. Magical vision that you will receive gives you the temporary power to see the path, the future. To know the future is to be prepared. So what it's saying is you're just gaining great clarity, great clarity, and to trust and to go within your mind's eye for that direction. The vision is within you and your questions are answered, but any loss, to me, this is saying that anything that you feel lost or have left behind, your future is bright. Basically, your future is bright. There is life and death. So as we die, it kind of goes with Charity. As she leaves an old life behind, the chaos and the death, that something better is going to fill that, be brought forth through that experience. Because it changed our mindset, and it's our mindset that creates our life. So that most devastating things actually are there to change our mindset. It'll change our mindset. We have so much to gain. And then that changes it gives us a shift in consciousness. And then that brings forth something so much greater and bigger. And Lisa Pacinello, thank you so much. Hey, Lauren. Now is what I call music volume. I know. It seems like they're probably on volume 56,138. I remember years ago when volume 6 was out, and it's when the CDs were popular and everybody would want to go buy the new Now CD because it held all of the top hits of that time or that year. Oh my God, Leona, thank you for that wisdom. Sometimes the answer is not now. Exactly. I love that, Fiona. Oh my God. We don't always get what we want. We get what we need. And I love that. U2 has a line in one of their songs, or what you don't have, you don't need. And sometimes the answer is not now. And that's the answer the human hates. I hate it. What do you mean not now? I thought anything was possible. I thought I was God's source energy. I thought I could create whatever I wanted. I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in. I'm tuning in. That's called resistance. Got to surrender and allow and into the flow. All right. Who am I on? Lisa Pettinello. Fragment number 15. Looks like you are integrating fragments of lost self. She looks like she's been wandering in the dark in the night and she's coming out. She's finding her way out of darkness. She's integrated. All of this white looks like she's integrated. It looks almost ghostly. So this is telling me that you've integrated and processed and are embodying all of those lost parts of yourself, the ghost parts of your pieces of yourself that were lost and now they are found. You've come to a greater understanding and clarity and are integrating all of it. You're allowing it all to be seen. Things that you once hidden in the dark, fears, limitations, criticisms, judgments, anything that you've hidden in the dark is now coming forward. The ghosts are no longer hidden just in the dark. The ghosts are merging with the light for you. But let's see what the book says. Number 15, which is a 6, which is balance, which is harmony, which is healing, which is wholeness. Sometimes it seems that life is split into too many parts. All of them separate and difficult to bring together. Seems like that. But I think you're mastering that, Lisa. Family, friends, work, study, activities can all seem unrelated to each other. My child, you are always whole. Even if at times things feel separate and fragmented, that is only an illusion. Goes along with today's beginning message. We pretend, we've come pretending that we are not the gods that we are. We pretend to be limited, but we're limitless. You pretend to be fragmented, but really you're not. Choosing this symbol reminds you that all the moving parts of your life are important, Lisa. If you are asking about, if the one you're asking about seems confusing, focus on the one that brings you clarity. By here now, I know that I, Nyx, love you and see you as beautiful and whole, regardless of how disconnected things seem. Also, remember to take a step back when you're trying to understand something. You may be looking at only one piece of a giant puzzle, a fragment of truth. See the big picture through my eyes, and no matter what, all is well. So to me, you are just integrating all of those parts that were confusing, that were fragmented, all of the harmonious parts, all the things that seem to be contrasting, to seem to cancel each other out. You are at a point where you are embodying all of it and you're coming to greater clarity, and you too are merging the opposing forces to merge together as one unit, one God self. The magic of twilight. Yes, beautiful. Both you guys, beautiful. All of you, beautiful cards. Thank you guys for holding space for these beautiful messages to present. Your energy created this information. And the more that you allow, the more you align, the more you flow, the more that you activate, the more you remember, the more you release the resistance, even those subtle feelings of protection, those energies, you know when your energy all of a sudden gets densified, soften it. Take the breath in. Spirit is saying, take that breath into your heart where you feel that you are resisting energetically. Take the breath in, hold it, and then release it and soften. On the out breath, just soften your energy. Just all imagine it turning to egg whites. Egg whites, they're saying. They're showing me egg whites. Oh, I gotta get going now, guys. All right. Thank you for joining. Thank you for donating. Thank you for sharing. Lisa Pettinello, get out there and do it, even a little mini live, even if it's not a class, sharing your manifesting mastery. You guys are all masters, master light blasters. You've all mastered a certain energy within your life. And part of mastery is sharing that, opening it up, expressing it. All right, guys, may you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are.